All right, everybody, here's a little help on that solving systems by graphing number 3 worksheet. Again, been going at this for a couple days now, and today we started talking more about some of the special cases. Definitely be on the lookout for those in these first 4 problems. You will probably see something like a no solution or like an infinitely many solutions when you are graphing. Okay, again, not going through all the problems, but maybe just taking a look at a couple. Number 1 here, first of all, again, just like you've been doing though, if I'm going to solve the system by graphing, just start one problem at a time. Okay, start with the very first equation there, and it says y equals 3 over 2x minus 8. So you can pick out your slope being 3 over 2 in this case, and your y-intercept being 0, negative 8. Okay, I can start there and say, okay, well, that means negative 8 is my y-intercept to start off. I'm going to start way down there. I'm going to go up 3 and right 2, up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2. I'm going to make a bunch of points because, again, if my solution is along here, then it's probably going to be one of these answers, one of these points that I'm using, most likely. It doesn't have to be, but typically it is. And again, we showed you now how to use that ruler feature too. So I'm going to bust out the ruler here, and I'm going to line it up with my points best I can. Again, if you're doing paper, you're fine anyway. So, oops, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so I can get my whole graph on here. But there, I've got my ruler, and now if nothing else, that's a little better line than I'm used to doing. So when the ones I was doing freehand, so much better there. Okay, take a look at that second equation now. And again, a lot of them on this worksheet you have to do this. But take a look. It says 2y equals 3x minus 16. So what do we have to do, gang? We got to divide everything by 2, right? And when I do that, I get y equals 3 over 2x minus 8. Seems kind of familiar from what I had up there, doesn't it? Same actual points and everything. So negative 8 is my y-intercept. Up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2. I get all those same points. So see, all those points are solutions to this system because every single one of them is a solution to both of the equations we got, okay? And if I graph it through all those points, what do you know? I get the exact same line. So this first one is one of those infinitely many solutions cases. I'm okay if you put IAMS, but really you should know what it really stands for because you might have to know that in the future. So infinitely many solutions. There's not just one answer, and there's not no answers. There is an infinite amount of them, okay? Any point along these lines, okay? Not any point, like not the point like over here in green, okay, like that's not a solution. But anything that would be on the line is a solution, and since the line's gone forever, there's infinitely many of them, okay? There's help with the first one right there, okay? And again, all the problems, though, as you look at some of these first ones, you're going to have to solve them for y first, okay? And number 2, you're going to have to divide everything by 3 in that second equation so that you can start graphing. Number 3, you'll have to divide the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by negative 2, right? And number 4, you'll have to do some things like that as well to first get them in slope-intercept form, and then you'll be able to graph, okay? So again, just some helpful hints. If you're still having trouble, let me know. Okay, on page 2 here, take a look at number 5, the first one there. It says write a system of equations of your own for each of the 3 cases below. So you're going to make a system that would have one solution, okay? So maybe you'd start off with an equation y equals 2x minus 8 or whatever you want, and then you're going to make another equation y equals, and just make sure that when you graph it down below, you're going to have one solution, okay? Here might be my first equation, and then hopefully my second equation, whatever I make, maybe make it in blue too, just to again kind of help me out when I'm looking at them, but hopefully make sure that it's a one solution case where they're going to cross, and again, keep an eye on what your slope and y-intercept should be in the second one to make that happen, okay? Same thing with the no solutions case. Remember what that means? That means you want 2 lines that are going to be parallel to each other. So it doesn't matter what you make up for your equations, totally your choice. Y equals whatever you want, y equals whatever you want, but make sure that you have parallel lines when you're done, okay? In infinite many solutions case, my hint to you would just be infinite many solutions means they're equivalent equations, but try to make them look different, at least at this point in the problem. Maybe start off with 1 equals y, or 1 is y equals something, 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 and then the one is maybe like 3y equals. At least something just to make them look different. Otherwise, you could write the same equation twice. I mean, that would work, But again, we're typically not going to see it like that. Try to think of it in a problem where you might actually see it, where you're not going to know the problems are infinitely many solutions right away. You're not going to know their equivalent, but as you solve, you'll get to that point, okay? So you're going to make 3 cases like that. Make sure you make the graphs for each one of them as well and show what they should be, that's the correct case, okay? And this last one, number 6, look at the following systems and guess which type of system they will be. Will it be a one solution? Will it be a no solution? Or will it be an infinitely many solution? Just by looking at them, not by graphing, just by looking at them. Then once you've made a guess for each one, go and enter them into the Desmos graphing calculator and just see if you got the right thing, okay? So maybe just looking at one of them here together. Look at letter A, okay? They're both already in slope-intercept form, right? They're both y equals, so we could graph them right now. We won't have to do any modifying to either equation. And take a look. They both got -2 for the slope, but the y-intercepts are different. So what type of system is this going to be? Without graphing, you should be able to kind of pick out what it's going to be right now, okay? Take a look at the next one. Y equals 3x plus 5, right? Here's my y. On the other side, I got 3x plus 5. The other one's kind of switched around in this, but it's y, and then here's 3x, and here's plus 5 as well, right? So they kind of switch things around. So which case, it really looks like I have a lot of the same parts there for the equation, though. So which case is that going to be? Is that a no solution, one solution, or infinitely many solutions, okay? And again, for a lot of the other ones, too, you're going to do the same thing as you're looking at them. Just note the ones down below, too. You may have to divide everything by 2, either mentally, or even you can do it on paper, too. But without graphing them, can you figure out what kind of case each one's going to be? Take a guess, and then use good old Desmos calculator to figure it out. All right? Again, if you need help, reach out, you guys. Let me know. Okay?